Right there, thank you so much for joining us on yet another edition of Hilltop Mansion. This is where we review major activities of the Akwa Ibom State government in the previous week. My name is Clement Barikui. Thank you for joining us.
Have you ever missed out on any events or activities of the governor? Worry no more. Hilltop Mansion got you covered. Hilltop Mansion is a program of the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, Uyo, specifically designed to showcase the day-to-day activities of the Arise agenda. Tune in every Monday at 7:30 p.m. on Star Times, Channel 103, and our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube to join us. Hilltop Mansion, showcasing the Arise agenda.
We begin this week's edition of the program with agriculture, where Governor Umeno directed the posting of agri-extension workers to rural communities to help farmers and train them on latest farming techniques.
The Akwa Ibom State Agricultural Development Program, ACADEP, is a key state agency focused on achieving food security, economic diversification, and agricultural revitalization. The agency was set up to help the state government achieve the Sustainable Development Goal 2, which focus on food security. Governor Umeno described the restoration of the ACADEP project as a practical example of continuity in governance, stressing that government projects may be repurposed but should never be left to waste. He directed that agricultural extension officers across the 31 local government areas must return to active service delivery to support farmers with technical knowledge, training, and improved productivity.
The future of ACADEP is that ACADEP should do extension services. They were set up as extension services provider to support our farmers in the rural communities. And that's what we are repositioning them to do. They are in every local government, and so they must get back to doing that. It's only they have the expertise. They can teach these farmers, they can do seminars, they can see what they are doing, and they can tell us farmers that are active in each local government area, so that when we want to support these farmers, we know who they are. ACADEP was a well thought out project, but you see, the problem we have as leaders is that when a new leader comes, we don't understand the reason for doing something. We just ignore it. But my question has always been, when we ignore these things, who suffers? Money has been invested. The people cannot reap the benefit. The money is tied down. The place is abandoned. It's the people that suffers. So for me, rather than do so many new projects that will also suffer tomorrow, why don't we go on? We took stock of all of these things and we are revamping them. Because all of these things have their vision. Where we think that the vision is like no more in vogue, we can convert it to use. They are state things. A governor comes, a governor goes. But investment remains. It's for the good of the people. And that's what we've done here. I am very proud of the work here. You were here with us when we came, our initial 2 or 3 visits. It was the nice saw. You couldn't even access this place. Now you can see from the major road, you can, anybody, even the aesthetical value to the state. So that's why we moved agri-business, which used to be agri-investment, from Agricorp. They are here now. I've just inspected their office and they report to me directly. They are to work with the Ministry of Agriculture, ACADEP, the Food Security Committee. All of them come together and chart a course for the state. If we can't achieve that with these people, then they have all failed. Their names will be written, and Akwa Ibom will know that they were the people there, professors, doctors, experts, agri engineer, all the title, this is where to use it now. So I think we are doing good. We have just commissioned the equipment leasing company. You've seen it from scratch. In 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we should roll out the crop revolution. From here to all the local governments in the state, you are creating wealth for our people. And the Ministry of Agriculture sits on top of all of this and supervises what they are doing. That's the way to go. And our young people will find agriculture very interesting.
Among key decisions taken during the inspection by the governor is a directive for officials operating from the facility to report directly to the governor, and that they should work closely with the Ministry of Agriculture to drive the state's food security agenda.
Also within the week under review, Chief of the Air Staff visited Governor Umoeno, during which he renews commitment of the Air Force in partnering the state government in the area of security.
Air Marshal Sunday Aneke noted that the new formation will play a critical role in addressing evolving security challenges while also enhancing surveillance and operational efficiency. He also stressed the importance of collaboration with subnational governments, describing it as key to achieving lasting peace and stability across the country.
So, sir, the country is going to invest a lot of effort, and I'm happy that a state like Akwa Ibom has been given that big responsibility, and I know the state is capable, because so far so good, sir. You've given us all the necessary support we've asked from the first day. Sir, your steadfast commitment to peace, security, and development has created an enabling environment for this important milestone to be achieved. The establishment of 309 Composite Group is a strategic step towards strengthening security in the Niger Delta and safeguarding the critical economic assets that are vital not only to Akwa Ibom State, but to the entire nation. From the unit's location in Eket, the Nigerian Air Force will enhance surveillance, provide rapid response to security challenges, support maritime and coastal operations, and contribute to disaster response when required.
Governor Umoeno welcomed the Chief of the Air Staff and his delegation, describing the visit as a reflection of the strong partnership between Akwa Ibom State and the Nigerian Air Force. Governor Ino reaffirmed his administration's readiness to support security agencies operating in the state, noting that the establishment of the 309 Composite Group will further strengthen security architecture in Akwa Ibom.
Thank you for the work you do, particularly in this period of. We thank you so much for giving us the Nigerian Composite base in Eket. It is not a right, it is a privilege we will not take for granted. My understanding is that it's an equivalent of an army brigade. But this huge strategic move will really help us as a coastal state, not just us like you have mentioned. It will protect national maritime assets around here, particularly another south-south states that are here. We're ready to work with you. We'll continue to give our support as much as we can.
Both leaders reaffirmed their commitment to deeper collaboration for peace, security, and development.
Also within the period under review, the Inspector General Police visited Governor Umoeno, during which he emphasized the need for community policing.
The IGP explained that the force is embracing policing by consent, which prioritizes public enlightenment and engagement before enforcement to build trust and encourage voluntary compliance with the law. IGP Disu notes that Akwa Ibom State has taken the lead with over 1,000 trained constables confirmed competent. The Inspector General of Police commended Akwa Ibom State Government for its investment.
We must take back our community. It is our community. We must take it back from hoodlums and anybody who wants to take it over from us. So we are partners in security. We are partners in ensuring that law and order do not break down. And for the police, we are trying our best to rebrand. We want to rebrand the police. We are trying to raise policing by consent. What does that mean? Community policing, partnership, where we educate the people, we enlighten the people before we engage them. Somebody has driven against traffic, and I'm telling the person, you know you have driven against traffic, you know this is contrary to the law, you have contravened social aspect of the Constitution. You know you should not be doing this because people crossing the road will not be looking at this side of the road, and it's likely to cause accidents. So you have committed the crime. I will go and sleep that day and think everything is super. We should open our eyes. We should correct our police officers because they belong to us.
Governor Umoina congratulated the IGP on his appointment as the 23rd Indigenous Inspector General of Police, expressing confidence in his capacity to deliver a successful tenure. The governor also reiterated support for the establishment of state policing to strengthen grassroots security nationwide.
We'll continue to do our best to support the system, the security agencies, working the vision of the president and to bring to fruition of the establishment of the state police. I'm sure those of us as governors will be eternally grateful to you for supporting this move. For me, a governor is just chief security officer on paper. And thank God for the cooperation of the security.
The airport received its full license for international operations in November 2025, acknowledging past leaders of the state. The Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, described facilities at the airport as the best in the subnational.
However, let me say, sir, that this is the day the Lord has made. I recall, allow me to say this little thing. I recall when I was a minister with the Deputy Senate President, one of your predecessors in office. You know, we are both in the Ministry of Niger Delta. He was my minister, I was Minister of State. And we're very, very close, just like we maintain our relationship till today. So one day we were just joking in his office. I was his Minister of State. And he said, look, Festus, what you are going to see in Akwa Ibom is that it's like a hidden gem. One day, Akwa Ibom will open up and discover that there's a Dubai inside Nigeria. I remember those words. That one day, Akwa Ibom will just open up and you will see that there's a Dubai inside Nigeria. This is one of the examples here today. Of all, this is not a terminal, sir. All of you have been making a mistake. This is not a terminal building. It's a transit hub. That is what George was trying to say when he was saying, you don't understand, we in aviation understand. It is, what you are seeing here today is immense, is huge. You don't know the impact yet, sir. The kind of impact it will have on the economy of Akwa Ibom State, you don't understand yet. He was trying to explain that people can come here and transfer from international to international, domestic to international, and international to domestic. It does not exist in any subnational anywhere in the country. I say so as the aviation minister. In any subnational in the country, this is not the best. It is the only one. It's the only one. So you don't understand yet, sir. So there's no basis for comparison because there's no other. It's the only one. So this is huge. It's a pace setter that you have on the ground here. And the multiplier effect it has on the economy of Akwa Ibom and the economy of Nigeria will be huge. In many countries, you will have the main international airports in the capitals. You now have some other international airports that boost tourism, trade, and all of that. This is one of those that you are going to have here now. So, sir, it is so fortuitous that like you have the grace of a finisher. You have done this. I also have that grace to be in office. It's not by my power. You've been eulogizing me. Just my power. It's by your power, sir, and the power of God that we are in office today, and God has given us the grace to make this happen during our time. It is therefore by the grace of God, by the power of God, it is my pleasure and privilege today to declare Victor Atta International Airport a full international airport with the first international flight. God bless you all as you board the plane with us.
Akwa Ibom State Governor Umoino appreciates the federal government for approving international status for the airport. He, however, announced that full international flight operations are scheduled to commence soon.
We're steadily building the aviation ecosystem in Akwa Ibom. Between now and next few months, we'll be commissioning the MRO. We'll be laying the foundation for the cargo terminal. We're already working on the aviation village. This project behind us has brought about 9 different projects. And when the Commissioner for Finance said he knows the releases, he was not joking. But we're determined to ensure that we are counted among the committee of states in this country. A friend of mine sent me a chart today and said, Akwa Ibom is on the African aviation map today. And this is a pride. We thank God. We have, someone said a clinic. We don't have a clinic. We have another international hospital that has been built here that will be fully equipped with MRI, scan, every other thing to support this ecosystem. After this maiden flight today, Ibom Air will now commence the process of scheduling flights. And let me say up front, it will take them between 2 to 3 months because you have to pass your exam first and get the certificate before you start looking for work. They'll have to negotiate, do all the protocols to get landing permits in all other countries. And that will take them a while. I say this because of our naysayers. Says, oh, they've opened the airport, why are they not flying? It will take a while for them to get that done. But today, I'm sure the Honourable Minister will tell you that once those things are in place, we can fly. They will now put in place, we'll work to ensure that we get other airlines to come here, to take off from here. It's a huge work. We're just getting certification today. There's a lot of work behind it. And this is not the commissioning of this terminal. This is just a maiden flight. While we test run, we look forward to the official commissioning of this terminal by Mr. President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. No less a person is qualified to commission this terminal so that he himself will see and know that this is the very best terminal today in this country. And others can beat us, we agree. Competition is allowed. But let him see where he has been sending money to so that he will know that we are working. Governors at the subnational levels, in our peer review, we challenge each other, and we are doing well because we belong to the progressives. We're following the blueprints that we came to office with.
Stakeholders at the ceremony thanked the state government for the time and resources invested in the actualization of the facility, adding that the new development would ensure the seamless movement of goods and services within and outside the country.
And so it has been on this week's edition of the program Hilltop Mansion. Thank you for joining us. Let's do this again, same time, same station next week. I remain Clement Barikui. Enjoy the rest of your nights.